So, hi guys. I want to talk to you about Patreon. And oh god, it sounds too formal. I want to talk about Patreon. I just want to touch base with what I think has gone well with Patreon so far and what I want to do in the future with it. And obviously I want your guys' input on this. So, first of all, this is going to be a public video to talk about it so that people can view it and understand. There's no reason for it to be edited or anything like that. Just 1 to 2 or whoever's watching this right now. I just want to listen and kind of share my opinions on it. So far, one thing that I've really liked about the commentator or anything and with the Patreon thus far is the support with the work has felt very balanced. I don't feel overwhelmed where I feel like I have to produce things that are extremely stressful for me. And I mean that because there are some times where you know, not that I don't like doing stressful stuff or stuff that requires a lot of planning, but this was a shot in the dark where I'm like, I don't know if I have people who really want to support me monetarily and give me that opportunity. So I'm really glad that there are people who have taken to the Patreon and want to support the content that way. So thank you very much for those who are a patron, who have been a patron since the very beginning, and who still continue to financially support the content. Obviously, this is the reason, like, I'm not going to go too hard onto this. I want to reward people who do support me, but simultaneously, I don't know what I was trying to say. Like, people who support it, but also, like, recognize that 100% of my best content is not going to be out here. I like to put it everywhere because I'm just the type of guy where I don't want to restrict it, right? I don't want to restrict everything and hide it behind a wall. But the one thing that I do think we could do with the Patreon is kind of enhance it a little bit, where we can add more, but diversify rather than just adding more to the Patreon. First of all, I just want to talk about the tiers really quickly. I think I'm going to change up the tiers a little bit. I realize the $20 tier is not the most valuable. I think the format of everybody dropping clips for the commentator or anything show has been the best format, and giving people priority has not really added or amounted to much. And I don't think many people can always put in the time to value it. So with the proposed changes that I have, I want to... Oh, you guys won't hear the audio after this. I just realized. Oops. Because I have a recording, but I don't have a recording music, so that's okay. This is going to be a nice one-to-one talk, so I'll try and keep it short. But what I'm thinking is I want to vary up what we do month by month on Patreon and kind of add some more high times and add some more incentivization to produce or to benefit those high times. So it was suggested by one of our patrons, Officer, that we mix up the commentator over anything with not just video clips. I agree with this. I think that video clips will eventually run out, and it needs to be spread out more so that we can do content month by month. And I don't want to say every 2 months you get something. I like the 1 day a week thing that you guys get because you're paying monthly, so you deserve something monthly, in my opinion. I like to keep it as a 1-to-1 ratio. So what I'm thinking is we could come up with things that are suggested in the patron chat or on Patreon from you guys. But right now, my suggestion to try to vary it up is dramatic readings. You guys give me passages of things, and again, nothing too overly long. We spend the same amount of time we spend on commentary or anything, where you guys give me just any passage from any genre to read like it's an epic, or read like I'm commentating over it, right? Like it's a sports commentary on that. Yeah, and I agree, Marie. I think I was talking about this too, where it's just like a nice... Like, it's a nice 1 day a month thing that, again, you could say whatever you want about it. The reality is, as I've explained to many people, is I am a very busy person, and this was very difficult. Yeah, no, dude, I will do a dramatic reading of All-Star by Smash Mouth. I will do it. Somebody once told me the world was... I forget the rest, but the point is, I'll even do it in William Shatner, because I think the William Shatner version of All Stars is the best way of doing it. Also makes people not want to pay me for it. But, like, I'm a very busy person. I'm not trying to say, like, I'm too busy to value the people who are in my community supporting it. That's not what I'm saying. But if you've known me for years, when I've been making content for over 10 years, I try to make every single thing that I do value community members and value how special this is. So doing something like this, like I gotta go to stream like right after this essentially. Like my days are very packed with the 2 jobs that I have plus this job. So, you know, I want to make sure that I can give you maximum value with the time that I can offer up without giving myself too many hours and then burning myself out from it, and then I start producing worse for you guys. So by putting this sort of value, I want you to expect that I'm going to be thinking about it and making it the best, because like I've said, this is the best support that you could give, even better than Twitch, because monthly I make more from this, and as a result, it's like, if we could diversify this and make this like, I'm listening to everything you say when it comes to the Patreon. So if you give a piece of advice that's not like, you're garbage, go die in a hole, like, I'm going to listen to it, essentially. So, like, I wanna make this diversified. So I like the idea of maybe taking the commentator over anything and making it a series where we break it up and make it just stuff that you want to see, right? Keep it in the commentary thing, so I don't have to go and, like, it's nothing uncomfortable. Like basically I'm in my comfort zone, but you guys get to, just like with nuzlocks, at the community nuzlocks every month, and ideas that you throw at me, like nuzlocke variants and names and stuff like that. It's in my comfort zone and you're in the driver's seat, right? So it's kind of like, I've given you the road, but you tell us where we're going. I think that's worked the best also, because then it doesn't put stress on people in the community to have to be like, well, noob, I'm doing the creative thing. No, I'm telling you that, give me this and then tell me what you want from this. So I think with that, we can make that more diversified. We'll see when we implement this. I'll obviously keep the patrons and just live posts everywhere on Twitter and stuff like that more varied up and talk about it on stream as well. But there's that. And I'm also thinking, one worry for a lot of creators, especially as a live creator on Twitch, one thing that I think about a lot is if I want to play a lot of variety games, kind of doesn't do well for business in the live sphere, especially when you're not known for it. I'm known for playing a lot of randomizers, a lot of Pokemon, nuzlocks, speedruns of it and stuff like that. But if I want to whip out a random game that I really want to try, it's kind of difficult for me to legitimize it because it does tank numbers. I'm not like this super big guy where my revenue's dying, and I appreciate people showing up and watching things. But what I'm thinking is I could put some of the, for lack of a better word, burden of wanting to play these games for you on kind of like a special Patreon month, where basically we could do every 4 months, every 6 months, something like that. I just have a collection of games that we play, that I stream to you guys through Patreon. So you actually get like playthroughs. I don't do Let's Plays anymore, right? I used to do a Let's Play or two on YouTube. That just doesn't work in the culture anymore. Let's Plays are dead. They will never work on my channel anymore. They work live and that's it. So if I could give you guys an extra little bit to watch and kind of like these mini Let's Play series on Patreon, right? Now you have basically for a month, you're getting like a $5, you're getting like a $5 private show. And that way you're still getting value, you're still getting a lot of hours put into it. Depending on support, eventually, if I can afford to pay Broken for it, I'd like to do like cleaned up Let's Play versions. Of course, that's just not in the budget right now. I appreciate that, Marie and Broken. And I agree, like there's stuff like that we could do, right? Like what I even want to do is I almost want to bring it out to the patrons and say, you know, Extra Life is an enormous part of this channel. Maybe you guys give me some ideas for games that we can play for Extra Life and just kind of be like the patron hour where we just get a bunch of games that I just go through. Obviously nothing that I'm not going to say, yeah, throw me Resident Evil Village so I can shit my pants and swear nonstop during stream. But if you guys have ideas, we could do like this, you know, if you donate if you go to Patreon during this time, this money will go to charity, or, you know, stuff like that. And you guys can even get that taste, and rather than just being like, wow, I don't want that $5 going towards whatever the hell you've said, right? Or just like, here's $5 to you so I can watch another. You could give it to charity and give the Patreon and try and get full value, right? Yeah, it's scary, Marie. I agree. Spire with friends. God damn it, Broken. You're addicted, my friend. I don't blame you, though. It's a good idea. It's very fun. I'm not no, I've been playing single player, I was playing single player to see if I had to unlock things for co-op. The answer is no, so I'm not going to be playing by myself anymore. I was just curious. I had nothing to do during tutoring, so I'm just like, okay, well, Let's see if I need to unlock stuff. No, it's just for single player use. So co-op has everything from the mods. But we should try and get through the mods. The point is, that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is I want to make the Patreon more special for you guys. I want to add more things. And I understand it's very easy for the most devoted people to say, whatever you do, we're going to support you through. And I appreciate that. That takes like a literal fuck ton. It takes a Snorlax off my shoulders, right? But business-wise, you know what I mean? Like, it's great to see it from the current community, but I want the future community to say the same thing. In order to get a future community saying it that way, I'm always transparent about the way that I think. In order for me to grow this, we need to do it tactically, and tactically by valuing community and then making sure the business section comes along with it and they can hold hands walking down the aisle, and then everybody gets the best out of it. So that's just some ideas that I wanted to talk through, and obviously we're going to be talking about it on the Patreon chat. I would love to hear it in the comments section below, because this will be a public post. So if you guys have any ideas what you'd like to see, I am very much a guy around commentary and events, as well as Nuzlocke challenges and just any type of challenge in a game that I find interesting, right? Some people have sent me things that tickle my pickle, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna play this. That looks cool, right? I've actually found some things you guys haven't seen, and I can try with you guys. And just, yeah, I was gonna say, Marie, don't worry, Chrono Trigger Rando will not be held behind the paywall. It is on my giant list of randomizers to play. It is on there right now because you're getting a charity time. It's gonna be very unlikely you're gonna see it, but it's not bad. I can't. I've actually been thinking about that too. That's something else I'm gonna talk about on Twitch. Paying me to play games. I might actually do it. I'm curious to see if people would do it. Like, people have to pool money together with subs and bits and things like that, and you could just say, because I mean, it works better with bigger communities where the streamer's revenue will drop significantly for them playing that game. But I've almost thought, like, you know what, you guys always suggest a ton of games I should play, and I just don't play them because I don't see them as being good for business. But if you're gonna pay for the business, I can, like I've said before, I can be bought with brownies and money. I'm very agreeable when you go, here's $200, go do this, moron. I go, okay. Not in everything. You can't convince me to buy like a Nurse Joy costume and do the friggin' trance sway from anime. I'm not gonna do stupid things, but I'll definitely play games. You pay me money, but don't worry, Chrono Trigger's free. I said I would play it. Same thing with Shadows of Adam that we're gonna be playing. Like, there are games that I've already said I will play. You don't have to convince me with money. I'm doing it because I said I would. But these are just ideas that I'm coming up with because it'll give you more semblance of things to make it work. Or maybe there's like a game that you see on Kickstarter or an early access, you're not sure if you like it. You know, if you buy me the game, I'll play it. Why not, right? Give me the money to buy the game, I'll try it out. I'll make it worth your while and go from there. We'll just call it, I mean, we're all about shamelessness and selling out on the channel. That's literally part of the brand. So, she'll bake brownies for me? That's fair. They have to be gluten-free though. Gluten-free don't hurt my tummy. You literally have to, like, I've been really into the vegan treats because my sister has a lot of food allergies. So the vegan stuff she's making, dude, vegan mac and cheese. Oh my god. Vegan mac and cheese with a little bit of onion and like bacon in it. Yeah, she can eat the meat. So like putting bits of ham or bacon, as well as like using onion and stuff like that. Ooh. It's a good creamy mac and cheese is great. Almond flour? I don't know if I've ever had almond flour. I've had almond milk, so I guess it would taste fine. Cool. I'd be interested to try it. My girlfriend is the one that still bakes with the normal stuff. So when I have it, it's just like, this is the quote-unquote classic way to have things. But I do like to partake in the gourmet, vegan, non-cow dairy stuff, so... We actually have a lot opening around us. But nonetheless, that's the point of this. I just wanted to talk and just kind of get those ideas out. We are trying to enhance it and make things better for the Patreon. So if you have any ideas on what you want to see, if you've watched my content for a long time, or you want to just suggest something that you think would go over well, like I said, I'll take it into consideration, because I take everything into consideration, even on Twitch. But in this particular situation, because it's Patreon and because I value you wanting to support me this way, because it can be more support, I would be more than glad to listen to it and to make this the best I can, because diversifying income is, I think, a step that I need to take, and because I've been trying to take these small steps to grow this community so I can do more for you, so that we can make it better, not even just from a business perspective, but from a charity perspective. I want to get this to become a giant charity channel and just make it like super fantastic so we can keep raising thousands of dollars for sick kids. And the more that you support me, the more that I can try and look into prospects that can make things happen and get you more things going. So, you know, I keep this close to my heart, and I appreciate everybody coming out to the Patreon, even giving it a shot, trusting me with stuff. You know, I'm going to be posting more. I've been working a lot on my card game. I am going to start posting some of my witty equipment ideas and stuff like that. Stop it, phone. Who are you? Hold on. Anyways, they'll probably leave a message so you guys can listen to it. Excuse me. But yeah. Like, I want to make this as big as I can. Same thing with Twitch, right? I think we've hit a decent stride with what we're doing on Twitch. So now we clean up the Patreon. The YouTube's been cleaned up. Of course, thank you very much to Broken, who has literally made, like, yeah, the YouTube might not be popping in views or like any type of like notable, ridiculous success that's getting me eyes on the internet. But the fact that he has taken away a stressor of mine where I said I'm screwed on YouTube, and he has stepped in and has done fantastic editing. It has empowered me to want to do more for YouTube, and people are watching it, and it's getting better. It's getting eyes, it's getting there, and I've never really liked video. I love doing off-script stuff. That's just my whole thing. I've never written a script once for any of my content in 10 years. I've written things that I've read off of, but not like that, not as a script, just as a, like, I'm not gonna remember 900 words. It wasn't even planned I was gonna do it that day, so I just kind of like wrote a bunch of stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say this now when it comes to the time. That's like writing a script for off-script content, I guess. But yes, thank you to everybody. Please let me know. I want to make this good. I think in terms of the tiers, I'm going to keep the $50 tier for the fitness stuff. If you want to take advantage of that, like I said, I have trained as a personal trainer. I have a degree in kinesiology. I have lots of resources that I use to design it. I can tell you on good authority that every single person that I have worked with, we have gotten success with the goals that they are trying to achieve. And if we work monthly with it, we tend to build a lot of the confidence into it. It's not so much, I'm not going to give you these programs that are going to get you super Schwarzenegger jacked, but it will get you into a position where mentally and emotionally and physically you will feel better about physical activity, because I work on those aspects quite a bit. So if you're interested in the $50 tier, please feel free to join that. You're going to get as much value as I can give you out of it, because I take fitness seriously. And the other tiers are looking pretty good. I think the $20 tier is going to be the one that I'm going to be looking at to change, and if we've changed the format, you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. We've got a lot of great names for nuzlocks and speedruns that have been put in through the Patreon. So thank you to everybody who has been watching the Commentator Over Anything. Thank you for everybody who's been keeping up with everything we're trying to make work on the channel. And hope to see you on the live stream. Thank you to everybody who is here today for the Commentator. This is actually Commentator, or recorded after the May Commentator Over Anything. So, good stuff. Okay, let's get working. See you later.